This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 844, Simple Holiday Traditions for the Minimalist Family, by Heather Harrington, with Sidebar.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD. I am your host, Greg Audino, back with you on this fine Thursday, equipped with more relationship content to help you navigate the relationships in your own life. Now, everyone, with the holidays upon us, we could think of no better way to end the week than by offering two posts, one today and one tomorrow, about maximizing your holiday season, which of course can be a very challenging time, not only in terms of organizing the festivities themselves, but also just rubbing elbows with some estranged family. Over the next couple of days, we will talk about simplifying this season across the board, and kicking it off for us today is a post from Heather Harrington. So let's hear what he's got for us and start optimizing your life. Simple Holiday Traditions for the Minimalist Family, by Heather Harrington, with Sidebar.com. One of our family's favorite guilty pleasures is watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation during the holiday season. We love watching Clark, Russ, and Cousin Eddie fumble their way through the Griswold family traditions. It's a tradition of our own. Every year, around this time, we settle into a routine of rituals, such as watching the Griswolds discover the squirrel living in their Christmas tree, that bring joy to our family and lay enriching groundwork for years to come. Holiday traditions are a big deal around our house. I hope they're part of your holiday season as well, because holiday traditions lead to the magic moments that bind families and communities together year-round. The importance of holiday traditions. Traditions are one of the foundations of a family. They are rituals, big and small, that often mark particular times and events throughout the year. Traditions give us a sense of belonging and provide ways to express our priorities. They bind us to past generations of family and build a bridge to future ones. Traditions that take place during the holiday season are among the most cherished and sacred. 3 holiday traditions in particular stand out from my childhood. We'd always go to the church on Christmas Eve, we would take a walk after our Christmas Eve meal, and the meal would feature a once-per-year side dish called Yorkshire pudding, made from batter consisting of eggs, flour, milk, and beef drippings. More than opening the presents under the tree, these are the traditions that I remember most fondly and vividly. I know I'm not alone in cherishing these little moments. In her book, Ask the Children, author Ellen Galinsky discusses a survey she conducted in which she asked children what they would remember most about their childhood. Most responded by talking about simple traditions like family dinners, holiday get-togethers, and bedtime stories. It may seem like the presents under the tree get all of the attention, but simple traditions are the real star of the holiday show. A new approach to an old tradition. Traditions are more important than ever to me now that I have young children of my own. Yes, my kids make their Christmas wish lists and love tearing through presents to see what Santa brought them, but we've all witnessed how quickly the allure of a shiny new toy fades. The best moments are the small, simple ones that don't involve wrapping paper and big credit card bills. Last year, we started a new holiday tradition. Our kids love decorating the Christmas tree and are always giddy with anticipation as I bring boxes down from the attic filled with our collection of ornaments. My wife and I have collected many beautiful ornaments over the years, and so, in years past, we would carefully hang these ornaments just so, in order to give them the prominence at the front of the tree. Our kids, on the other hand, are most drawn to many of the old, imperfect ornaments at the bottom of the box, ornaments from our youth that were preserved by our parents and passed down to us. These include macaroni noodles glued to construction paper, shrinky-dink candy canes, tattered old Sesame Street characters, and gumdrop glued snowmen that my wife and I created several decades ago when we were kids. These are the ornaments that we traditionally placed at the back of the tree for no one to see. But last year, we decided to do something different. We've been on a journey to purge perfection, or at least the appearance of it. After all, no matter how hard we try, perfection was never attainable, from our lives. So instead of imposing our own version of what a Christmas tree should look like, we decided to let the kids take charge. Our tree now looks like something you'd find on the island of misfit toys. It would never grace the pages of a magazine, but rather than perfection, our tree is now filled with something far more powerful: love and precious family memories. The ornaments that spent so many years at the back of the tree are now taking center stage, and our tree is far better for it. But it's not the ornaments themselves that matter the most. It's the story that each ornament represents that our kids appreciate most. While there's plenty of room for more ornaments on our tree, it hardly seems big enough to contain all of the memories it holds. Its branches sag under the weight of holiday tradition. Our kids delight in the tree's miniature reminders of moments past, from ornaments my wife and I received as gifts during our own childhoods to crafts we made in school. Faded photos of family, often glued to colored construction paper, tell stories of past generations who are no longer with us in body, but remain present in spirit. Our tree, imperfect as it is, tells our family's story. It's a tradition that I hope our kids will continue with their own. 3 ideas for holiday traditions of your own. There are many holiday traditions that we engage in every year as a family. Again, it's far less important, especially to kids, what a tradition entails. What's more important is the establishment of holiday rituals, regardless of their form. Here are a few ideas for fun and meaningful holiday traditions that you may consider adopting for your own family. Number 1. Cutting down a Christmas tree. Sure, it's easy to go to the local tree lot and pick up a beautiful Fraser fir pre-wrapped in plastic webbing, but there's nothing like trudging out into the countryside with hacksaw in hand and family in tow and cutting down the perfect tree to serve as the backdrop for some imperfect ornaments. I never visited a tree farm until we moved to a small town in northern Michigan 3 years ago. It's now one of my favorite holiday traditions. Number 2. The white envelope. A recent post on Becoming Minimalist shared a story written by Nancy Gavin that first appeared in the December 14, 1982 issue of Woman's Day magazine. It described a tradition started by Gavin's family, in which a white envelope would be placed in the Christmas tree that contained a note that explained the surprise charitable contribution made by the family to a worthy cause. Gavin explained that, quote, "The envelope became the highlight of our Christmas. It was always the last thing opened on Christmas morning, and our children, ignoring their new toys, would stand with wide-eyed anticipation as their dad lifted the envelope from the tree to reveal its contents." End quote. The story inspired another family to found the White Envelope Project and Giving 101, a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating youth about the importance of giving. I encourage you to read the post. It's a moving story of giving and gratitude. The White Envelope is a tradition that our family will be adopting this year. Number 3. An outdoor adventure. In recent years, we have started another new tradition. All gift opening activity on Christmas Day must cease by noon. At that point, everyone must wriggle into snow pants, coats, and boots and head outside. We hike, we sled, we have snowball fights. We get out in nature and have fun together as a family. It's amazing how quickly the kids forget about the toys they received, and more importantly, didn't receive, while playing and laughing with loved ones in nature. Experiencing the simple joys of the holidays. Too often, the holidays are a hectic, harried time, full of shopping and social obligations. During the past few years, we've been making a concerted effort to be more present, mindful, and grateful throughout the season, while focusing on things, family, friends, and fun, that really matter. A big part of that mindfulness is maintaining established traditions and creating some new ones. Don't get caught up in trying to create perfect, Pinterest-worthy family traditions. Slow down and let go of expectations. The best traditions are often messy, simple, and spontaneous. There are no rules when it comes to creating traditions, other than the importance of having them. The real magic of the holiday traditions lies in the opportunity to experience special moments with family that will last for generations to come. You just listened to the post titled, Simple Holiday Traditions for the Minimalist Family by Jay Harrington with NoSidebar.com. Whether you are celebrating with your family or apart, whether you are living with your family or apart, there are many healthy practices we can take when navigating our relationships. One, which includes speaking to a professional therapist should you need any. BetterHelp connects you with your personal licensed professional therapist online, where you can schedule your weekly video or phone sessions at your own convenience. With their counselor specializing in stress, family conflicts, LGBT matters, and more, they make it easy for you to change your counselors whenever needed. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. No more sitting uncomfortably in a waiting room. Gain the flexibility of messaging your counselor anytime. BetterHelp is not self-help, it is professional counseling, where everything you share is confidential. And guys, I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/ORD. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ORD. And a wonderful post from Jay today highlighting the more subtle gifts that the holidays are really about. I really like the way Jay has honed in on the ideas of traditions specifically. As I said in a recent episode, traditions are a valuable idea, but they do become so routine in and of themselves that we often forget to contemplate what they really mean, and thus whether or not they may need some tuning up. Jay's idea of both respecting unique, meaningful traditions and more importantly creating new ones with his children is a very good means of keeping holidays enjoyable for the right reasons and full of the right memories. Anything you can do to keep things fresh and preoccupy your children with more family time than presents is a big win for the present and the future. This post actually inspired my girlfriend and I to start coming up with a unique thing to do each year to celebrate each holiday. We are really excited about it and highly recommend you all consider trying something similar. Now, that is going to wrap things up for today, folks. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this episode. I hope you are feeling a little more prepared for the holidays, and I also hope you will join me tomorrow with another holiday-themed post. Don't miss out. I'll see you all there, where your optimal life awaits.